Good morning, guys. So this is where we spent the night last night. Like we said in our last video, it's actually the long weekend this weekend, and we didn't plan ahead to get anywhere to camp because, I don't know, it was kind of silly of us. We didn't really think about it, honestly, but we stayed here last night. It's just this pull off, like, off the highway here. Really not that glamorous until you look behind me. Check out that view. Wow. And there's also this little path that heads down to the river, and oh my gosh, it's just so cute. We have like the best view from our dinette window on this side of the RV, looking over the river. Like, just look at how beautiful that water is. I really just want to jump in right now, but wow. And then down there's the cutest bridge. But anyways, the plan for today is to check out Powell River. We just drove through it when we got off the ferry and it looks super cute. So we're excited to check that out. And also there's a historic Powell River. I honestly don't know too much about it right now, but we're gonna head there first of all and go and check that out.
We left our boondocking site and we pulled over just outside of the historic old town here on the other side of Powell River. It's got a nice view of this giant paper mill. That's what we saw on the way into the ferry, but we've also noticed it's blackberry season here in kind of Sunshine Coast area. Look at all these. Our campsite had them too, and we get to just straight up pick fresh wild blackberries. They're everywhere. More. This whole bush is all along the roadside. Dang, load up.
Thank you. Alright, so here's what we found out. That over there is the paper mill. So I guess back in the early 1900s, that was actually the largest paper and pulp mill in the freaking world. All the way over here in Powell River. How random. But I guess it was a very famous logging area, which kind of makes sense. So back in 1910, they had so many people working at this mill. It was like 2,500 people or something. And it was kind of a remote area, so they had to design a city or town to house all of these people and all of the amenities and stuff that they would need, like grocery stores and a movie theater and all that kind of stuff. So they designed the town, the historic Powell River town in 1910, and it's kind of crazy that the town was designed only because there was this paper mill here. And then another cool part about this spot is, beside the paper mill, they've got all of these ships just lined up here.
All of these ships here, they started acquiring in the 1930s. There's actually 19 of them, and they're called hulks. I guess it's another word for either a slow ship or a ship that's not in use anymore. And they're using that as the breakwater, and they said here they suspect it might be the largest ship breakwater in the world. Some of them are steel, some of them are even concrete. I guess a lot of them were repurposed from the First and Second World War. Some of the ships that weren't needed anymore, but instead of building a raft or using rocks, 19 giant old warships and unserviced ships as a breakwater. That's kind of unique. Wow.
So apparently there's a bunch of old, like, original buildings down in the historic town back here, so we're gonna head down there and check them out. So that was a really cool walk around this little town site here. It's so cool, like seeing all the old buildings and knowing that they've been here for so long and that they've been used for so many different things now and repurposed, and so cool. We saw like the provincial building that had like a courthouse and jail that's now actually the courthouse hotel. That's pretty cool. And like the old movie theater that's actually still showing movies. Not right now because of COVID-19, but just in general, they're still open and selling movie tickets. But yeah, now that we're done here, we're gonna head over to the actual town of Powell River now and go and check that out too.
We're back at the spot we boondocked last night in the end. We went to Powell River, we got some groceries, and we came across a floaty Alysha had wanted to buy. So we figured, you know what? We were on such a nice river. It's super hot day right now, so everyone's kind of busy and using the kind of beach access in Powell River. So we're gonna take advantage of being here, get a little work done. We're in the shade right now, so we're taking advantage of that. And then we're gonna use the river, get some floaties swimming in. Because tomorrow, Powell River has a little bit of a, I guess, farmer's market, if you will. And it starts at 12:30 in the afternoon. I love this area. This is such a nice area in the Sunshine Coast. Cute little houses, cute vibes. All the locals have been super friendly, so far so good.
Alright, I got my floaty. It's time to head down. Is this called a river or a lake?
I think this is the lake technically.
Technically a lake, but it looks like a river, so let's go. Alright, I'm ready to set sail.
Bon voyage, sailor.
My parents are camping in the Kelowna area right now, and they had sent me a picture of them with floaties on the lake, and I got really, really jealous because it was super, super hot in town. So I had to grab one. It was only like $6.99 or something, so. Very unsteady.
Farewell, Alysha. So, I really hate cold water. We're pretty much at the ocean from the Powell River Inlet. Let's just jump in and get it over with, I think. Whew. Whew. Look at those Canadian geese over there. We're just running the generator and getting a little bit of work done after the watering hole night, and we had some neighbors walk right on past. Huh. Safe travels, friends. Right on. You don't see that every day. And hello and good day, friends. So, we're gonna roll out of this boondocking site. It's been nice. I'm glad we took advantage of it. But it's time to hit the road. We're gonna go catch the farmer's market here in Powell River, check out the town a bit. And it turns out, from the town of Powell River where we arrived on the Sunshine Coast, to a ferry you take halfway across the Sunshine Coast, it's only about a 30-35 minute drive to get to the provincial park that we want to try and book tomorrow on a first come first serve. So after we explore Powell River, we're going to also go scope out our campgrounds and see if we can find ourselves a campsite for tomorrow. Okay, so we made it here to the farmer's market, and it's a little drizzly, honestly, but still way better than how hot it was yesterday. Like, I don't know. I was melting in the RV, and like, I just really needed to buy that floaty and jump in the river, lake, I guess. Yeah, technically.
But let's go see what we can find at the farmer's market. Got the goods.
Big bag of produce and 2 pounds of ground lamb.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, so that was a rather successful trip to the farmer's market. We got some snap peas that we've been snacking on. We got this, oh my gosh, this fruit crumble.
Rhubarberries, rhubarb, blueberries, and huckleberries from 3 different vendors combined into this baking dish. It's gonna be delicious. We also bought some produce. Got 2 pounds of lamb for $15 in separate 1 pound packages so we can put one in the freezer. Then we got farm fresh carrots, red onions, and red potatoes that look delicious.
Oh, I'm getting hungry just thinking about all that yummy stuff, so definitely scored at the farmer's market.
Yes.
Alright, so on the way back into town, we were able to find a sandy dump station and use that, so that was super convenient. And it's not looking like a great day outside. It's still kind of rainy and just not the best day. And it's also Sunday, which means a lot of things are actually closed in the town today. So what we're going to do is we're going to head out to the Sultry Bay area. There's a provincial park out there that we really want to get a spot at, but it's fully booked, and it's been fully booked forever. It's a very popular spot, I'm pretty sure. But they do have some first come first serve sites, so being that it's Sunday, we're gonna kind of boondock in that kind of area, and hopefully tomorrow morning we'll be able to snag a site when somebody leaves there. At the provincial parks, they usually have like a board that shows like what day everyone's checking out and what sites are going to be available coming up. So hopefully this campsite has that as well, and we actually think we're going to check that out tonight just to see what we're in store for tomorrow and if there's even a chance. So let's head that way now. Alright, it's the moment of truth. Will there be an opening at the Mermaid Cove campground here at Salisbury Bay Provincial Park? Okay, so there's nothing on the board here, so we're gonna have to drive around and see what the posts say. What? This one says available for 1 or 2 nights. Interesting. Okay, so this was honestly fairly unexpected. I really didn't think that there'd be any available campsites on like the Sunday of the long weekend, because tomorrow's a holiday, so kind of strange, but it worked out for us.
Yeah, a pleasant surprise. It kind of sprinkled on and off today, but it wasn't like it was bad weather. Maybe everyone just went home early and didn't want to use the last day, or I don't know. But we're gonna take this site, I think, near the entranceway to the campsite, and then tomorrow we're gonna wake up and find out which vehicle we hope to see leave when it says they're checking out, and steal their goods site. It's gonna be the plan.
Yeah, because every campsite here that is a first come first serve, and actually like every site, but they'll have the dates that they're leaving. So we're gonna go and check out right now which groups are leaving tomorrow, and then hopefully snag their spots.
Let's go, buddy. There's a beautiful little ocean front that we can go check out here. So we're thinking maybe 2, maybe 3 days even here. Time will tell. Cat's out on a little adventure right now, so we're gonna play outside at least. You've been begging to go outside all day. We didn't take her outside this morning when we stayed at that little pullover on the side of the road again, so she is loving getting outside and enjoying this beautiful campsite. For those of you that don't know, Kat used to be a solely indoor condo cat when we used to live in Kelowna, and she's taken to the leash really well. She now always wakes us up when we get up in the morning and starts trying to beg to meow and get outside and go explore the campsite. And it's been really fun introducing her to all these kind of new senses. She loves sniffing the wilderness, crawling through the bushes, but that is the biggest challenge with leash training her. She always seems to find a way to get her leash tangled if you leave her alone. Clip her to the picnic table, then she goes up the bench, under the bench, around the table leg, back up on the bench, and she goes and makes herself a big knot. So maybe not the brightest cat yet, but hopefully she figures that out pretty soon. I just have her clipped to my jeans belt right now, and she can't get too far. Hopefully it doesn't go in these trees again, but adventures with a cat. Anywho, friends, I think we're gonna sign off today's episode here, settle into the campground for the night, and we'll pick the next video up tomorrow morning when we see if we can actually get a good site and get it for longer than 1 night type situation here. So we'll see you in the next video. I'm sure Cass says good night as well back there. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, friends.